1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm Millie Montag of Millie The Moths.
You said the birds were singing just for you and me.
I'm Issa Pittman, I'm the violinist.
I'm Molly Porter, I play the drums.
I'm Lexi Levitt, I play guitar and backup vocals.
And I sing. I didn't say that. I just said The Moths, like it was like country or something. Okay, sorry. My favorite kind of genre is music that doesn't have a genre. But I love music that you can't classify easily. Like, what are the Violent Femmes? Really? Are they punk? Are they folk? They're not anything. And I feel like that's what I wanted with a band, was a band that you're like, what are they? They're just them.
Just pure soul.
Pure soul. I think that the best kind of music is somebody who's just trying to be their own thing. I think that's the coolest thing you can try and do. That's what we're trying to do. Well, I put a flyer up at the U with a picture of like a 1950s girl band. I thought if you get that level of irony, then you can be in my band.
We really started out as a Nirvana tribute band. If Kurt Cobain was an insect, he'd definitely be a moth. He's so honest. He just portrayed his soul the only way he knew how. And there's something just so beautiful about that, even though his music is very grating and extreme.
Yeah, and I think that's what kind of moths have come to symbolize for us, is just somebody who's just pushed down their whole life, and then one day they just, you know...
And underappreciated.
Yeah, and they're pushed down, but they're beautiful in their own weird way, like I think moths are. I was asking for an all-girl band, because I feel like, I don't know, there's something about a bunch of girls on stage. I just think there's something kind of magical about a bunch of girls all dressed up. I don't know.
There's different emotions, certainly. I
Yeah.
played with all boys for a long time, and that was a completely different experience.
Everyone that you have on stage completely changes how the audience feels towards you. Like if you have a guy and a girl singing together about, you know, love that's gotten screwed up, then you're like, wow, that totally is them. So you change the dynamic of who's on stage, and it changes how the audience feels about the performance. And I just feel like there aren't that many girl bands who are just super honest and just, you know, almost...
We are sad.
We're sad. We're confused. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like it's kind of a dynamic that hasn't been explored too much.
Well, and maybe like the other thing is that, you know, in society, guys playing guitars, that's very obvious sex appeal there, you know. It's so encouraged by society. It's like every teenage boy's dream to get an electric guitar and get girls. And when you have girls playing instruments, it's not quite the same. I mean, not all guys are universally attracted to that. So I think there's a lot more soul in it when you have girls playing music.
I write the songs pretty much, and I think for me it's all about being really, really lonely and depressed, and then not being lonely and looking back at when you were lonely and writing about that. And I think unhappy times are incredibly important to all humanity. I think I'm a huge Nietzsche fan. He has this idea that suffering is a really great thing for people because then you can overcome it. And one of my favorite quotes is Diek fever siegen, which is from a poem that he wrote, and it means bless thee fever. It kind of means that even though your life is just feverish, you're just, it's horrible, you're going through all these things, but still you're feeling something, and that is beautiful. Because I feel like people are all about that being depressed and being down is great for songwriting, and it's not if you don't come out of it. I think you write a song and you don't really realize what it's about until you've written it. Like I think I heard PJ Harvey say this, you kind of learn what you were trying to say after. You kind of are just in the moment just thinking like Tinnitus is a song I wrote. And I had in my head that it was about, you know, people destroying their lives when they're young through rock music and everything that can just ruin you. And I think I didn't know how much I think it was about me until after I wrote it. I thought it was about Kurt Cobain. You think you're just choosing lyrics, but actually you're choosing them because there's this thing in your head saying, this is what I'm thinking about. And so after you write a song, you look back, you're like, oh, this is what I was feeling. One of the first times I ever performed my songs live, I had this sensation of just I was screaming at a bunch of people. I was just yelling at them about something that was bothering me. Like, there's like hardly any other situation in your life where you can just go up to someone in the grocery store and say, I'm confused about what my life is supposed to be right now. And it's like, you can't do that. But in music, you can. And so.
Yeah, just the ability to externalize what's going on in your mind is just a great thing.
Yeah, exactly. To externalize it and then just project it at high speed at someone's face. Yeah, I think as a band, I just want to keep writing songs that people relate to, and then somehow make them fun to listen to.